Hello, Namaste. So I created this short video that combines yoga with a vibration board. I have the Power Fit board, but there's all different brands, and whatever one you have, this is going to work out just fine for you. I'm a yoga teacher. If you're interested in doing other yoga practices with me, I have some online classes, but I've created this practice, this program specifically for different ways to use this board. I've discovered tremendous benefits from this board over the past few weeks, and I wanted to offer a class out to you all for a different way to work on it. So we'll do a nice yoga class. Do what you can. Start by just sitting up nice and tall wherever you're seated. You're going to bring your palms together in front of your heart and gently bow your chin to your chest. We begin our yoga practice with a moment to connect to the beauty that exists within. As you inhale and exhale, breathe in and out through your nose. See if you can make your breath even on both the inhale, so take a deep breath, and then make your exhale just as deep and full. Keep your spine nice and lifted as you sit here, but gently bow your chin towards your chest as a gesture of humbleness, as a gesture of value and respect for yourself, for your body, for your mind, and for your heart. I'll open the practice with one sound of Om. Join me if you care to. Inhale. Om. Release your hands, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, so we're going to come to stand, and we're going to start up our board. Every body is going to be a little bit different. I like to put mine, I don't like to go much faster than 10, 15, 20 at the most. So set your board up on a setting that's reasonable for you, that's not super fast. Again, probably starting out at a 10 is going to be nice. You're going to come to stand with your feet about as wide as your hips. So that's that middle section. And whenever we're on this board, we always want to keep a slight bend in the knees. We want to have the idea of being a little soft in those joints, particularly the ones that bear weight. And almost right away, you'll start to feel activity. I think this is great for people that have any kind of back issues. I know that during this quarantine period, I've put on some extra weight, and so carrying extra weight around with us can be difficult. And then to come into some real high intensity activity with that extra weight can be strenuous, can be hard on our joints. So this vibration board is great for that. Stand here, kind of evenly weighted, just a little bit of a bend in the knees so we're not locked out. And then arms by your side, lengthen out through the crown of your head. This is your Tadasana, mountain pose. If you shift into the balls of your feet, you'll kind of feel that vibration a little differently than if you now shift back into your heels. So find the place where it's even, you're evenly weighted. And then take your arms and extend them up past your ears. Reach into Urdhva Hastasana, which means arms extended. You're going to interlace your fingers. I know my fingers are a little cut off from your screen. And take a side body bend up and over towards your left. So again, keep the weight even in all parts of both of your feet. And you'll feel that kind of like, you can hear it in my voice, becomes a little bit more of a vibration there. See if you can stretch through the bottoms of your palm there. Again, a little bend in the knees. Tone your belly and use that to come back up through center. Stretch up. And let's take that up and over to the right now. It's working in, this kind of thing is the moment you side body bend, you're working into the side of your abdominal muscles. So we're getting into the oblique muscles here. Wonderful, wonderful. Come back up through center. Release your hands and just interlace your fingers back behind you. So you don't have to squeeze the palms together. Those palms can stay separated. You're going to draw your shoulders together on your back and just start to lift the clasp of your hands off of your backside. Good. Maybe gently pull your belly button in towards your spine. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. So sort of the nature of the vibration board lends itself to meditation practice, to us just being really present here as we allow the technology to do the work for us. Release the clasp of your hands. Let's take it forward, so interlace your fingers in front of you. You can turn your palms forward. I want you to put a deep bend in your knees. Look down towards your belly as you kind of round your spine and extend your arms out in front of you. So we're going to feel that stretch of the back body. The more you bend your knees, you want to kind of shift that weight back into the heels a little bit more. Those legs are going to get a good vibration for you here. Really nice. Release the clasp of your hands and come back upright. So we're going to step it back and forth. As you notice, I'm barefoot. I recommend being barefoot. There's no reason not to. Gives us a little more stability in the ground. But be mindful, right? We're on a piece of equipment that's moving, so we just want to step into and out of with a lot of caution. Go ahead and put your hands on your hips. Put a little bend in those knees, a little more of a bend. You're going to step your right foot off of the board. So take it off, step it back, and then walk or slide it back further, coming into a lunge position here. So as you lunge, you want to make sure your knee stays directly over your ankle. You want that shin bone to be perpendicular to your board. Put a little bend in your back knee and breathe. Let's take the arms. Sweep your arms up past your ears. Reach them straight up towards the ceiling. Really nice. So that active energy of drawing your inner thighs towards each other is going to give you a nice workout using this board. Really great. Let's do this. Take your left arm, just bring it down by your side. I want you to reach straight up through your right fingertips and now side body bend towards the left. So we come into that side stretch once again. You'll start to feel that a little more actively into the outer glute. You'll start to wake up the psoas, the front of the hip flexors on that right leg. Very nice. Come back up through center. Bring your arms out like the letter T. And now we're going to twist. So turn from your belly and your ribs and your torso to the left. Just twist as far as you can. Extend out through the tips of your fingers. Breathe. Maybe smile. It's really nice to do with your face. Fantastic. Let's untwist. You put your hands on your hips. I want you to slide that back foot in a bit. So we do this in stages. And then step that right foot up onto the board. Get right in the middle. Good. It's been just like 5-6 minutes, but you can feel a lot of work, right? You should feel the heart rate up. If you have a Fitbit, you'll notice that your heart rate is at, it's working a little bit higher than you're resting, but it's not at a super intense cardio level. We don't want to get up into that real high cardio level. We want to be in this nice, like 60 to 70% mid-range fat burning range. It allows us to get the full benefits of the board and also stay present in our practice. So let's go second side, hands on the hips. You can take that left foot and just step it back and then work it back a little further, right? So take it in stages here. Come into this bend. So we want to bend your front knee, but keep that knee over your ankle. Bend your back knee a little bit too. It helps. And notice my length might be a little shorter than if I were not on the board in a yoga practice, and that's okay. We're still getting the benefits here. Keep those hips forward facing, draw your inner thighs towards each other, and now extend your arms up past your ears. Reach through the tips of your fingers. And find that deep, full breath. So inhale and exhale. Full, even rounds of breath. Good. We'll take the side stretch. Bring your right arm down alongside your body, and let's reach it up and over towards the right. So we start to get that opening in the front of the hip flexors. We're lengthening into our psoas just a bit there. Good. Come back up, bring your arms out to your sides like the letter T. And now we're going to twist to the right. Turn from your belly and your ribs and your torso. Keep extending through the tips of your fingers. Notice if that left hip wants to collapse. Keep that left leg strong here. And then untwist. So put hands on the hips, slide that left foot up. Put your left foot back up onto the board there. Very nice. So we're going to do kind of a modified malasana or garland pose. I want you to step your feet to the outer edges of your board, right? And then turn your feet at about a 45-degree angle. Again, keeping a bit of a bend in the knees the whole time. I want to keep my foot on the board, but I can turn it maybe just my toes curl over the edge of that one there. What we're going to do, we're going to hinge from the hips. So keep a bend in the knees, but hinge. Nice long spine. See if you can bend the knees and bring your fingertips down to the floor. Okay, now from here, shift some of the weight back into your heels and go a little bit deeper into that bend. So we're coming into as deep of a bend as we can. If you can't reach the floor, you can always put your hands on the top of your quads. I don't want you to put them on the knees. When you put them on the quads, they can handle that. You're going to feel that vibration. Reach your heart forward. Maybe you go a little deeper. So again, we're not going into the full garland pose. We're just getting deep-ish. If those hands are on the floor, go ahead and put them on your hips. Tone your belly. Lift your chin. Bring your upper body back upright. And then make those legs straight with a little bend. Good job. Bring your feet back in so they're underneath your hips there.